This is gonna be good. The energy in here is good, don't you think?
Yeah.
Was it always this good in here?
Yeah. You can feel it in your body.
It's pulsating. That was cool. What's up, dude?
What's up? Welcome back.
We're back. Second's still the best, dude. That's
Second
the name
is
of,
still the best.
the name of this. The name of this long-awaited. It's kind of like we're doing kind of a sequel. It's kind of like a thing because it's been so long.
It has been.
It's okay. Sometimes people just need to Sometimes people just need a break.
Yeah, dude.
God, quit nagging.
Yeah. Literally get off our backs. Okay,
Get off
guys.
my back.
I know everyone has been listening. They're like, we want more, we want more, we want more. It's like, okay, calm down.
Oh my God, get out of my room. Get out of my room at night. Get out of my head at my room at night.
It's past 10. I can't be up.
My stories are on. Get out of my room.
My stories. Dude,
my room.
that's nostalgic. Is that what your mom used to say?
Yeah, dude.
My stories are
yeah.
on.
Oh, shit.
Shit. I used to watch the stories with my mom.
Yeah, dude. Which stories? Days of Our Lives.
The Bold and the Beautiful.
Oh, I think no, that's definitely one. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also The Young and the Restless. That's what my mind went to.
Yeah,
when I said
yeah.
that.
God, there's so many. Let's make up one right now.
Let's make up one right now.
There's the Young and the Restless. There's The Bold and the Beautiful.
So sleeping.
The Sleepy. And
Sleepless. Sensual. The sleepless and the sensual.
or we flip that. The sensual and
the sleepless. Oh.
Yeah, that could
That's
be
good.
because it's not like sleepless in like a
No.
I'm tired. It's like
Yeah.
sexy way.
Well, sexy or like really dramatic. Like,
yeah.
oh, I can't, I've lost hours of sleep over you, Alexandra.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And
In
there's a
really
character named
sexy way.
Alexandra. Has to be.
Yeah.
If there's not a character named
We'll do a
Alexandra,
whole
I'm
episode
walking.
of that.
Okay. Sleepless and what is it called again?
Sensual.
Sensual and sleepless.
The sensual and sleepless.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah. We just got done watching Nacho Libre.
Yes, dude. Do you guys remember this one? Do you remember Libre, dude? God, this movie is so good. So this is the thing for me. It's crazy. We're coming back with Nacho Libre, and I think this is the first time we've sat through a full movie in this room, and I've honestly the whole time been like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It's tough for me. Who is that? Silver King. Ramses is Ramses is a guy.
Okay,
That's
so
crazy.
what I don't get is how this film only got 39% on Rotten Tomatoes. That boggles my mind because I love this movie so much.
It's crazy. It's definitely like a cult classic.
Yeah, I wonder what Napoleon Dynamite has.
That's a good question. Napoleon Dynamite, also created by Jared Hess, who created Nacho Libre, in case you're wondering. He also directed the Minecraft movie, which was insane. Is an insane parallel.
That's crazy. I've never seen it.
I can't remember. I can't believe it. Oh, it's really good.
So Napoleon Dynamite was 2004.
72%.
3 years later. Earlier. 72%. But I mean, that makes sense because it's like, that one is even more culty, I think.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it's its own flavor.
Yeah.
And then Nacho Libre kind of pulls off that flavor.
Yeah,
a lot,
for sure.
I think.
But I'm just surprised that it has
Nacho
such
Libre
low.
is its own cohesive story, whereas like Napoleon Dynamite is like kind of just a bunch of bits, you know?
Mhm.
And then Nacho Libre is like, it's like a full thing.
Yeah.
So good, though. I love this movie.
What would you rate it, Ben?
Ooh. I mean, like, after just watching it right here, right now, like 90% even, I think.
Damn.
Like, that's how I feel about it, dude. I don't know if I've ever gone that high on this show before.
No, you haven't. I don't think.
I don't think so.
I was going to say like 87 or 88.
That's kind of where I was right on that. Like,
but you're
88
feeling
number.
good right now. You're feeling good.
Dude, this movie is so good, dude.
It is.
Hits me right in my spot.
The ending scene for me
Ugh.
has made me actually cry before because it's so funny, but it
Yeah.
also it's like such like this big.
There's a lot of
build
heart
up.
in there.
Yeah. There's so much heart in this like
Yeah.
build up, and it's just like I love it.
It's like if Rocky took place in Mexico, and if Sylvester Stallone was actually Jack Black. It's basically
And
that.
funny. And it was
and funny and funnier too. It is funny. It's a very funny movie. I love it.
Let's just do a quick little recap
Yeah.
for anyone that hasn't seen it. Nacho Libre is a very simple movie. It's about a what's it called? What does he do? A priest? No, he's not.
He's not a priest. He's a man of the cloth, though. What is his official role? I can't remember.
So he's not like a full-blown priest, but
Yeah.
he's like...
He's a man of the cloth, though. He's
Yes.
sworn an oath to the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
He works in a monastery.
And as the cook. So he has,
With a bunch of orphans.
with a bunch of orphans, and he takes care of his little kiddos. It's very cute. And then a nun comes, and she's very pretty, and he locks eyes with her, and I don't know where I was going for that.
It's a very big part of the movie.
It is.
Nacho loves to fight. Ignacio is his name. He
Ever
loves
since
to
ever
wrestle.
since a little boy.
When he was orphaned at the same monastery. He wants to wrestle, and so he goes and he starts to wrestle. And a big driving factor for him is that he's the cook in this monastery, and they eat the same slop every day.
How come we can't ever have just like a salad?
So he wants to get enough money that he can buy the kids a good, a solid meal, you know, and like really feed them well and take good care of the orphans. And so that's why he starts wrestling, and he meets a street rat named Steven.
Listen to me. Today, I have the chance of a lifetime. But first, I need a man. Get off me! Ah!
And
Oh, we love Steven.
they team up together. They're a tag team force, and they wrestle a bunch, even though it's against God's will to wrestle. It's kind of the big thing. And he also struggles with his feelings as a man of the cloth with this nun, who is a woman of the cloth, and they cannot be together because they've sworn an oath to God. And he wrestles his way through everything. You know, he wrestles with life. He wrestles with love. He wrestles with Ramses. Eventually gets to the point where he's hid his identity, and he's still trying to get the girl, even though he can't have her. And Nacho eventually like tries to come to his, but then it comes out, his secret comes out that he's a wrestler, and then he has to leave the monastery, but he tells everybody that I'm gonna win this fight, and I'm gonna give all the money to you guys. It's happening. And then he loses that fight, but then he eventually gets to go to the even bigger fight, and he wins that fight. And that's kind of what he buys the kids a bus, and he takes them on adventures. It's a really heartfelt story.
It is. I loved it. And I feel like, important detail, he won the big fight because the nun came to the fight with all the little children, orphans, and that's what
It
then
powered
he
him.
channeled
Yeah.
the eagle spirit, and he won the fight.
It powered him to win the fight.
It was amazing.
It is a great scene. There's so many good scenes in this. It just pulls at your heartstrings and your funny bone.
And also, I was thinking, like, I mean, the cinematography is good,
Yeah.
but like, just overall, like, I don't know if it's the cinematography and like the setting, but it just has a really good, like, consistent vibe.
It is.
You know,
very
and it's also
consistent.
like, it's also hard to tell. It's like this could be at any time.
Yeah.
Like,
I was thinking that throughout as
it
well.
could be like, I don't know, like a lot of years ago, or it could be like present, or you know,
It's like Napoleon Dynamite in that way.
yeah.
But like this even more has like this, this lost. It's like a lost world. You know?
Because there's absolutely no like phones. I noticed.
No phones, cameras, and Ramses's car. I noticed that as
Yeah.
well. It's like a nicer, like 70s era,
Yeah.
like Ford or something like
Yeah.
that. But that's like the only tell, I feel
Yeah.
like. God. And yeah, I think if anything, this movie is so consistent in everything, all the way to the end. It just kind of knows what it is. I
Oh,
feel
and also the soundtrack.
like. Yeah.
The soundtrack is
And the sound
so
design.
good. Yeah, and the
Yeah.
sound design. Yep.
So there's so many sound effects in this damn thing. It's so good.
Like ones you wouldn't expect.
Yeah.
Like when he's like, when like a character like looks really fast, you'll hear whoosh,
Yeah.
You
Little
know.
whips and
whips
all kinds of cracks and yeah. Even like a light slap is getting a big old pancake slap sound.
Yeah.
God, it's so good. And it's just funny, dude. And maybe it's nostalgia, but I don't give a crap. I don't give a toot, dude. I don't poop on your Cheerios and call them tasty, okay? Don't poop on mine or his.
Don't put ponchos.
Don't poop on Cheerios.
I'm
It
not gonna
ruins
eat
the
'em.
taste.
I'm not gonna eat them.
How am I supposed... I would eat them, though. I'd still eat them.
You.
Ew, that's so gross. I wouldn't. Ew, that's so gross. If you pooped on the Cheerios and put them in a bowl and fed them to me, gross. I would not eat them.
You don't put milk with it. I want to drink it. okay. Too far. I can't
That's
take it.
highbrow, dude. Nacho would like that. I will say
he
there's...
do be farting.
He do be farting in this, I will say. And he do be picking up poop and, like, rubbing
Yeah.
stuff all over his face
Yeah.
and, like...
Maybe that's why I didn't get like such good reviews, because there is a little bit of
There,
that. Like,
I mean,
very,
it's a Nickelodeon movie also. Like, Nickelodeon is a producer of this. It's the studio that created it. So there's a little bit of that, like fart noises.
but honestly, that surprised me.
I know.
I was like a Nickelodeon movie,
Especially, like, with how heavily it deals with religion
yeah.
as a topic. It's kind of strange.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you know, it all resolves in the end.
Anyways, Ben, we should get the sequel.
I
on
think
the
we got to
road.
make a sequel to Nacho Libre. I was thinking about it while we were watching it, and I was like, it probably doesn't need a sequel, but like honestly, the idea of making one tickles me. It tickles
Yeah.
me. Just like the concept of the story, like not even like the big moment, because like a lot of times I'm thinking about what's the big shot or like what's the huge thing, and we'll get something like that, I imagine, but like. During the movie, I was just tickled by the idea of like, what's happening to Nacho now? What's his story? You
Yeah.
know? So then that begs the question, where does a sequel pick up the story? Is it right after? Is it years down the line? Is it 20,000 years in the future? Can you imagine if we made a Nacho Libre sequel and it was 2,000
It was like
years?
a science fiction. Whoa, that'd be stupid.
That'd be dumb.
I would love it to be like years later,
Okay.
because like when he writes the note to Sister Encarnacion.
Why does he do that with his face? It's funny. Go on.
He says like, if you don't want to do celibacy, then we can get married and have children or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What if we explored that?
I love it. I do. I
Like
do.
you
think
could even
that
like
needs to
just
be a
start
thing.
it out with their wedding or something.
Mm-hmm.
What if we did a little something like the stakes are a little bit higher, where maybe Ramses is like almost a bad guy outside of the ring. So it's not like, yes, we can like with the finale we can do like a whole nother big public fight.
Yeah,
But maybe there's something underlying where
I like this.
maybe you're like Ramses kidnaps.
Street level kind of stuff, like, or kidnapping is a little higher than street level, but yes,
I mean, like-
not in the ring.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. A little bit more dirty.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Do you like that?
I think that's like a valid step for Ramses to take too, just because like,
He got humiliated,
He got
bro.
humiliated.
He was the best.
and it's like, so the way that I'm thinking about it too, like,
to be the best.
I want to be the best. The other thing that I was thinking about too while I was watching is some of the comparisons to like a Rocky or something like that, or another sports movie. And like in Rocky, he fights Apollo Creed in the. Have you seen Rocky?
No.
It's great.
Oh, I've seen the first one.
Yeah, he fights Apollo Creed in the first one, right? And
Okay.
but the thing about Apollo Creed is that he is the best, but he's it's not like he's a dirty fighter or anything like that. He's just the best. But in this, like you get the thought process that Ramses has got kind of a criminal organization going on in, the world. I feel like, he's just kind of got that air to him.
Oh, then we can explore the fat chick at the house.
Yeah.
Because she was sitting next to Ramses.
Yeah. I don't know what her deal is. I wonder if there was more written for her and they're gonna kind of cut
It
down.
might have got cut.
I think she must be the the talent manager, you know, that they're going to that party for, she must be his daughter. Is what I am assuming.
Oh,
It's kind of like the idea.
okay. Maybe we could like tie her in more into the second one somehow.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I love the underground thing. I think that we need to keep the conflict of Nacho and Encarnacion's love throughout the film, because if they've already wed at the beginning of the movie, then there's no stakes there, and it almost becomes boring.
Okay, so then we'll like wedding at the end.
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
Yes,
100%.
Yeah, I love that.
And then like we could even cap it too. Like we could put a solid, like this movie does a really good job of, the first one does a really good job of capping it, of like some time has passed, this is where we are now, you know, like that's why it almost doesn't need a sequel, because they do a really good job of wrapping it all up.
Yeah.
We would do the same thing at the end of this one, where Nacho and Encarnacion, like maybe it's a couple years later and we see all their babies, and maybe they've like adopted Chancho as their own. Wouldn't that be sweet?
Chancho!
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 I need to
God.
borrow some sweats. Chancho is a great character. He's one of the orphans. Insert picture of Chancho. What a cute little bastard. Oh no, you can't say bastard in that context because it's true.
No.
Sorry, Chancho.
This is my mom's machete.
And he runs away.
Yeah.
I love this movie, dude.
So good.
But I think that's good.
Yeah.
Because
so maybe
then-
Chancho has a little bit more to do in this.
Yeah. Well, and that
Give
would
him
be.
something.
I think giving him the same kind of like level of involvement is
Yeah.
so funny, right? Like little nudges and like
Yeah.
kind of like the real face of the orphans throughout the thing. I think we see a really good amount of Nacho exploring his feelings with Encarnacion in the first one, right? But we don't really see that much from her. At the end, I think we do, right? And I think we see a lot of niceness to Nacho throughout the thing, right? Where she's just like, and she's like a really nice lady, and she might like, you know, really like him,
Yeah.
you know, but like, I think that's something we can explore in the sequel, is her developing actual feelings for, and then the struggle between those feelings and the cloth.
Like maybe like halfway through they kind of start like this secret relationship. You know, where they have to kind of hide it from the monastery and stuff.
So I like that. I feel like we have a really good setup for the romantic conflict in the thing, because that is a huge part of the movie. So I think that's good. But what's the A plot? You know, if that's B plot, A plot is something to do with Ramses, I think. The other thing I was thinking about too, and then we can sprinkle this in once we get like a better A plot, I feel like, but funny sequences, because there's a lot of that happening in this.
Yeah. I was just thinking, what would be a funny intro shot similar to the beginning one in this one that would be something funny that we could just think of real
What
quick?
if it's Chancho
I was
doing like the same thing as the
sorry,
you.
Barps. I was thinking it was Chancho and Nacho.
Yeah,
Like doing it together.
that's so good.
so it kind of almost like shows them messing around together,
Yeah.
like father, like son.
and now they're and it's the type of thing where they're doing it and they're sneaking around and they're grabbing all the stuff, and maybe like they get into their costumes and Nacho's in his full, maybe it's like leveled up a little bit, his
Yeah.
luchador costume, you know, like he's got like feathers or something on his arms, like golden feathers or something, and like Chancho has his own thing, and it kind of just looks like a little Nacho kind of deal. And like,
Oh, I love that.
they're about to square off, and then Sister Encarnacion walks in, right? And they both kind of look at her, and it's like a fake out where you think that she's like gonna be like, you know, what are you doing? But then it's like a fake out where she's like, fight! And then they start going, and all the kids are around, and they're like, yeah,
yeah.
You know? And it's like a great little opening sequence of like, oh, things have changed a little around.
Yeah,
here.
no. What if it was like, they're like, she was like, you know,
The fake out.
the fake out, and she's like, switch up, and it's like, go win or go.
Yeah.
Be careful out there, boys. And then they run
Yeah.
out, and they have like a
Oh,
little
I
wrestling
love
pit
this. Yeah.
in like one of the churches or
Yeah.
whatever, and everyone's cheering.
All the little orphans are there, and some of them have their shirts off. And
Yeah,
they're like,
yeah.
freaking out. even some of like the older brother, what the heck are they called? It doesn't matter. The older monastery guy, you know, who says this is the worst lunch I've ever had.
Yeah.
This is the worst lunch I ever had.
He's even there, and he's like, oh!
Yeah,
he's like freaking out.
One idea that would be kind of fun a fun visual in the beginning is like maybe it's like showing around town and you see a bunch of posters with Nacho on it.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe like Nacho has started his own like
School of Rock. I mean wrestling.
yeah. Oh, School of Rock would be a good one, dude.
Write that down, dude. All of Jack Black's entire
Literally.
work, I feel like he could do, except for Minecraft movie. I'm not coming near that.
We're not doing
Jack
that.
Black.
We're not doing that. We could rewrite the Minecraft movie.
Yeah, dude. Ooh. First was the worst.
Second is the
Second
best.
is the best, but the spin-off is first was the worst. And so it was so bad that
Oh.
we're rewriting it.
Oh.
Gross. You.
Sorry. Anyways. I love when he says
Yeah.
that.
So anyways. What if Ramses is like has kind of fallen off a little bit? He has to have, right? But like what if Encarnacion catches his eye?
What if he starts going to church because he's so lost?
Oh.
He's like, I can't believe I lost it. So he starts going to church,
Yeah.
and that's when he sees her,
Encarnacion.
and then he starts kind of falling in love. And then this happened kind of like in the first third or something.
Yeah.
Then that's when he sees Nacho and her hanging out, and that's
So what if
that's what powers him.
powers him?
Yeah.
What if it's the type of thing where Ramses starts going to church and he kind of puts on like this type of thing. Like we see him at the beginning and he like eventually starts going to and like he does go to church because he's looking for like some kind of sign or something, right? And then he sees Nacho and then he like kind of puts on like, oh, I'm down on my luck, you know, I really need help or something like that. And he tricks either Encarnacion and Nacho or just her, just the sister. And then Nacho's like, what are you thinking? Yeah, you know, he's evil. I'm sorry. I was really struggling there. Ooh, Jack Black can do it. Ben can't very good. He's like, what are you thinking? He is evil. You know, stuff like that, right? And she's like, no. He's just looking for God, you know?
Yeah. Her kind soul.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to see like the vulnerable side of Ramses. You know what I mean? Like see that trickery.
Yeah. I think you have. Yeah. I think like, because you could trick the audience too, but I think it's more fun if the audience is in on it. I think that Ramses is evil. If this was like a deeper movie, you know, like if this was like a crazy like dramatic thing, it might be more interesting to like hide that fact from the audience, you know, that he's tricking everybody.
Yeah.
But to have like an insight on his plot from the beginning, I feel like is more fun. And it gives a little more audiences like, I'm with you, Nacho. He's crazy, man. That's Chancho.
Chancho is older now. By
At least a year.
So he sounds like that now.
Mm-hmm. So like it should be the thing where the Federation of Wrestlers, you know, like, are they in on Ramses' plot, you think, at all?
What if it's the whole thing where Nacho was like done with fighting at this point? He's just like, he was like, he beat Ramses in his mind, like that's
Pinnacle.
Yeah. And so he was kind of just done, and he was kind of putting more time and effort into the monastery and Encarnacion. But then that gives Ramses drive to kidnap. Is that crazy? To kidnap her.
When does that happen?
I only see that happening like at
the end. It'd have to be. So
here's like
here's what I'm running into too, is like I think the joys of the first the joys of the first Nacho Libre is like watching him wrestle and fail.
Yeah.
Over and over again.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And get his Pooper beat the heck up, you know.
Yep.
Him and Steven. And like I think we need to keep that core kind of thing happening. Especially like good training montages throughout too, right? Because we get a little bit of that in the first one, and like that's you know, good source of the comedy is in that stuff, you know.
What if it was this? What if like, because it felt very regional. Like Ramses was the best in the town. What if like word spreads and it brings in other wrestlers, and that's what kind of is the bones of the.
Because then you could do the thing where at the first act, like the end of the first act is the first fight of this new regional, like this new larger scale wrestling
more
thing.
upscale a little bit.
And it's like the thing where Nacho comes in with his confidence because his last fight was with Ramses, and he loses that first fight. I think would be funny. Like it would be like a real like, because then you could do in the second act a really solid training montage of like, okay, well, we gotta get up to the level of these other guys. It's not like the type of thing where it's a big tournament where you have to win a match to keep going. It's just the type of thing where all of a sudden now there's a whole bunch of new wrestlers, right? And this is the brand new season, basically. It's like how in football you can lose games and win games. It doesn't matter until you get to the end of the season, right? And then like you have to win in the playoffs, right? It's that type of thing. It's a build to a thing.
Yeah,
kind of like how
football.
this was.
Yeah, thanks, Ben. I know how football works now.
Was you? I mean,
Okay, I really like
do you
this.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I like this a lot.
I think him losing in the first act is like it's a solid like ball dropper for everybody.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the thing that makes that fight at the end of the first Nacho Libre so fun and so like exciting is that he finally wins. He hasn't won one time, you know, right? So like I think trying to carry that through some of just like this loser who's just doing it to, you know, for his orphans, you know.
Okay.
He's bruising his body to get money, you know.
Okay. This is fun. What are some of those regional wrestlers? Or sorry.
Where are they coming from?
Where are they coming from? What are their names? What do they look like? What are their... Yeah.
Ooh.
I got one. The Maple Leaf. From Canada.
Yeah.
Got a big beard. His prop is an axe.
Yeah, dude.
Big old burly
And like
axe.
what I like about this, and like he's got a flannel.
Yeah.
What I like about that is like it feels like it still exists within that nothing time, you know?
Yeah,
like the timeless
Yep,
kind
yep.
of universe that Nacho Libre takes place in. I like that.
What would his move be? Moves are hard.
Moves are hard. Big slam.
Big slam. Maple Leaf does big slam. That's the title.
Front page of the newspaper. Maple Leaf does big slam. That's the title to the sequel. You think?
Yeah. No, it's kidding.
Nacho Libre 2. Maple Leaf does big slam. That's good to me.
All right, you come up with one.
Sumo.
Ooh. I like that.
That's pretty good.
Just
a big old sumo wrestler.
Nice.
I think his name should be Sumo.
Sumo.
Yeah. Sumo.
Sumo the Boomo.
Sumo Boomo.
No.
No, I think I like just Sumo, honestly.
Like
Unless you got a better.
No.
Okay. I like that because then it's like it introduces another region of fighting. Because what you could do is you could do at the end of the first act, it like is this big build to this fight at the end of the first act, and the first fight is Maple Leaf or something like that. Right?
Yeah.
And Nacho Libre is extremely confident. His ego is through the roof. He's like, I'm going to take this guy down in one fight, Steven. You know? And then he loses. And then it's like a montage of fights. Like how it is in this one of losing fights, right? But then, like, I feel like in this one, the drive for Nacho Libre is to keep, in the first one, is for him to keep making money for the orphans, right? Maybe he loses himself and his ego a little bit in the sequel.
Yeah.
Right? It's like losing fights does become more of a sin, right, for him.
Yeah.
And it's like, he's like, it becomes a very prideful, egotistic thing.
Yep.
He has to win, you know?
Yep.
I want to win!
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's great.
And then by the end of it, he literally has to win for Encarnacion. He's not fighting for himself anymore.
What if no, that's too sad. I was going to say, what if Steven dies?
By how?
I don't know, getting pushed. I have no idea. I have no idea.
No,
Yeah, that's too sad. What I was going to say, maybe he gets his leg broken or something like that, because like maybe it's like tag team events again, right? Where he has to fight multiple wrestlers at a time. So what I'm suggesting is at the end, Nacho and Ramses fight together, and they have to fight.
Oh, a new big bad.
Yeah,
guy.
some kind of like other villain. What if we flipped gears on Ramses a little bit, and they have to fight together
I don't know. I still like Ramses as the
big bad?
Yeah,
Me too.
Because then like
Yeah, me too. I walk it straight back.
because like he has so much to be mad about, you know.
That's true.
And also I like that little like not necessarily love triangle, but like he's trying to like infiltrate that a little bit.
Well, you could do it where maybe like Nacho and Ramses team up at the end, right? Because Ramses has infiltrated, you know, and then in the last fight, you know, whoever it is that they're fighting, Ramses turns on Nacho in the ring.
Sabotages him. Sabotage,
or like even just starts fighting him, you know. I don't even know how that would work, I guess, right? Like if they're on the same team, they've taken out the other team, and then all of a sudden they start fighting each other. Like what's the logistics there?
Well, I mean, there wasn't a lot of logistics on this first one.
It was dirty.
Like
a lot of dirty
a
fighting
lot of
happening.
slapping, a lot of throwing,
Flying in at little weird creatures.
like the chair.
Yeah.
So
That could be good, though, don't you think?
I feel like yeah. I like that. Like maybe almost like Encarnacion is like a part of it. Like she obviously doesn't know that he's being
Blackmailing,
evil.
yeah.
But she kind of like has some influence. She's like he's going to church.
100%.
You know?
It's a thing where you two need to fight together. He's been going to church. He will be great.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And Nacho's like, I don't want to do it, but I will. You know? And they do it together. And it's the type of thing where maybe the last fight is like another region in Mexico, right? So it like feels very like they've destroyed all of these other, you know, worldwide opponents, and then it's like it's right back in like the thick of the country, you know, and it's like, wow, you know, that shows you who's the best in the world. These luchadors are the best, right? Or something like that. It doesn't have to be that, right? But it's the type of thing where it's Nacho and Ramses in one corner, and then it's two other guys in another corner, and then right before this fight starts, Ramses kind of walks over to the other corner, and it's like this whole thing has been staged, and then it's just Nacho alone, and he's like, oh no. And then you could do something fun where earlier in the movie, Steven goes away for some reason, right? Like gets mad at Nacho or whatever, but then he comes back for that last fight, you know, and it's 2-on-3, but then they pull it out type deal. Does that work? Does that get convoluted?
Isn't he out for a reason? Like he got injured. Steven got injured.
Yeah, that was before. I was thinking about that when Ramses was actually a good guy.
Oh.
Yeah. So in this version of what I'm pitching, Steven would not be injured.
Okay. Then why would they start fighting together?
Would?
Why would they start fighting together?
Who?
Ramses and Nacho.
Because Steven goes away. Maybe it's the type of thing where Ramses runs him off. You know? Maybe he makes Steven think that Nacho has been saying bad stuff about him. You know? Like, oh, he's been saying all that. Oh, that bastard! You know, he runs away. That could be good.
Yeah.
Little internal conflict there created by Ramses. It's all fake, you know?
Yeah.
And Nacho's like, what are you talking about, Steven? I hate you. And he runs away.
I like that.
Yeah. And then he comes back at the last second.
Yeah. 2-on-3. Is this the final fight?
Has to be, yeah.
Yeah.
What are some cool moves that because nipple twist.
Ball scrunch.
Ball scrunch. Ow.
I like that one. We're playing dirty here.
Yeah, we're playing dirty. I feel like the two characters they need to fight at the end need to be impactful to the story somehow. So if we come up with them, where do they come up earlier in the movie, right? Or like, you know, if they're already existing characters, who are they type beat. I like them being American, but they need to have some kind of stake in the fight or in the movie, right? There has to be weight when they come into the corner, right? You know, like it could just be the type of thing where we see in the montage, we see these two American guys also winning a lot of fights, you know, as Nacho and Steven are losing fights, you know?
Yeah.
And then it could be the type of thing where, it could be the type of thing where once Ramses runs Steven off, you know, then Nacho and Ramses team up and they start winning, you know? Mm-hmm. And then the ego kind of builds in Nacho, right? And so then that's when the floor gets ripped out from underneath him, you know, it really catches him off guard because, like, the ego has built, and like by the time the final fight happens, Nacho is maybe like turned. He's like, I was wrong about you, you know, right? But it turns out he wasn't.
I really wanted the kidnapping to work, but I don't think it's working.
I don't think it's gonna, unless you did something after the big fight, you know.
No, you want the climax to be like contained a little bit.
Ramses pulls out a laptop in the middle of the ring. Right before the big fight. Here's your woman now, and she's chained up. Help me!
That would be so crazy and out of this world. It might be too dramatic for like a comedy like this.
Yeah, I feel like. Yeah, I feel like without it being like the main meat and potatoes of the apex of the movie, you know, it just feels like, why would you even do that?
Yeah. So like then when Steven comes back, that's like the big kind of.
And I think that's the big flourish in the thing. And I think like Nacho and Encarnacion's relationship at that point is like turmoiled because Nacho has built this huge ego, and she just does not like who he has become type thing. And then when they both understand that Ramses has turned on Nacho in the ring, like she's there, or like she's watching it on TV, right? Because she doesn't want to be there because he's been mean to her type thing. Once they both, they'll have to reconcile at the end of the movie, right? And it'll be the type of thing where Nacho has to apologize for all of his, you know, for his, you know, ego and like him just being very pompous.
Maybe. I mean, this could be kind of cool. What if, like, because it's a bigger event, and it's obviously like, oh, it was on TV, the first one. Never mind. Okay. Well, anyways, it's on TV, and he's kind of getting pinned down, maybe in a similar way where with Ramses' foot on his head, and he's like, he screams out to Encarnacion.
Yeah. I like that.
And he's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know,
why not?
Some bullshit like that.
I love that.
I was wrong.
I let it get to my head. You know,
Yeah.
starts freaking out.
Shit like that.
I love that because then Steven can come flying in.
Yeah.
Take off Ramses.
Yeah.
And I think I like that because then what you could do is after the fight, you could do the thing where, after they've won, Nacho and Steven, they have to have won. Nacho approaches Encarnacion, whether it be back at the monastery or like somewhere, or she's come to the ring type thing after he apologizes. It's the type of thing where he walks up and he starts to listen, I'm sorry, and then she just kisses him.
Yeah.
Mid-sentence.
Is that the first time we see them kiss?
Yes. It's the first time they kiss ever.
Yeah, yeah.
Where it's like this whole time she's been in so much turmoil about it. You know, maybe when we see her, it's the type of thing where visual clue is she doesn't have the habit on anymore, the headdress. It's like the first time we see her after the fight, as Nacho starts apologizing, we as the audience see that she doesn't have the headdress on anymore. But Nacho is so caught up in apologizing that he doesn't even notice.
Yeah.
And then she kisses him.
Oh, big moment. That's good.
Let's go, dude.
That's so good. Oh, I love that.
I think that's it. Anything
Yeah.
else? I mean, we don't really.
What's like, what could be like a little ending scene?
like
Is it
how
their
in
wedding?
This one? Yeah, I think so. Like goes from their kiss and maybe it just cross dissolves into like the kiss at their wedding, and it's like
Yeah.
everybody's around,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I like that.
and
Chancho.
yeah, Chancho is the ring bearer. And He
Yeah.
brings up the rings, and Steven's the best man. He's eating corn.
Yeah. That's perfect. I love that.
What
Chancho
is the name of Nacho Libre 2?
Nacho Libre. Do we want? Oh, Nacho Libre dos.
Because I was gonna say this might be the one time where not like a 2 is okay with me, just because like it just does feel like a sequel. Like it doesn't feel like it's its own trying to be its own thing.
Yeah,
Right?
it
Like, a true
feels like
sequel.
a genuine like progression of
yeah,
the story.
the story. So Nacho Libre Dos.
Yo, dude.
Yo!
Dude, we've never done that.
Dude,
We usually take a long
I
time
know.
on the.
I gotta say, this is the best episode I've ever. This is the best I've ever felt recording an episode of this show.
Let's make it. No.
Dude,
Maybe Jack Black would have to do a lot of working out. Not
you
a
have
lot.
to get a lot of work done
Yeah.
here. Encarnacion.
That was terrifying. I don't ever want to see that again.
Dude,
Okay, what would you rate this?
97.
Dang, dude.
It feels so good. I mean, imagine how you're gonna feel after the kiss at the end, dude.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, I know. You can feel that music, can't you?
Can they? Is there a way we can show that, like? Maybe it's not important that Chancho was adopted, but to me, I think that's really cute.
That is really cute. Maybe like pictures during the credits, like in Lilo and Stitch, when they do pictures during the credits.
Dude, that would make me cry.
That'll be good,
That would make
honestly.
me cry.
And Burn in
I
Love.
think I am.
Or yeah, that song. Not Burn in Love by Elvis plays.
Yeah,
like it does
no.
in Lilo and Stitch. I'm just a hunka.
Oh, I'd give it like a 95. I think.
Okay. I was gonna say if you go lower, I'm gonna beat you in the face with my gun.
No,
Oh, not my gun, my guns.
no. Not your guns.
Dude, Nacho Libre 2. Nacho Libre Dos.
Nacho Libre dos. That's good.
That's so good.
Did we have any new characters? Oh, I mean, all the wrestlers, but
Yeah, all the wrestlers.
we didn't really introduce any.
We didn't really come up with the American characters very much. It's okay.
It's okay.
Maybe they're just like,
Okay, before we end the episode,
Yeah.
who are the two actors that play these?
the American wrestlers.
Yeah,
Who are
I mean,
like two really American.
The Rock.
And Sylvester Stallone.
He's old.
Yeah.
What if it was The Rock and
The Rock is great.
John Cena?
Perfect. Oh, that's so good.
That's good.
That's perfect. And it's they basically are just like their same personas.
yeah, they're
from the WWE.
They're just the American guys.
It might as well be. It's actually they're playing themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like Surf's Up 2. Where they do, remember? Surf's Up 2
I've never seen it.
WWE characters?
Oh yeah.
I've never seen it either. I've seen the cover.
Surf's Mania or some bullshit. Yeah. Yeah. We might have to rewrite that sequel.
I think that's probably on the chopping block. Let us know what other movies you would like to see. I want to keep doing this show with my friend Tristan, so please tell us what movies we should do. Nacho Libre has been on the chopping block for a while, so
Yeah. Also, Napoleon Dynamite has.
yeah, that one could use a sequel. That would be hard. It would be fun though. Okay. Wait.
Put your white.